Is the International Monetary Fund in need of reform? A question that has been echoing in corridors of international finance for quite some time. The IMF, a powerhouse of global finance, was born out of the chaos of World War II with a mission to stabilize international monetary relations. Its role in providing financial assistance to countries in economic distress is undeniable, but not without its fair share of controversy. The IMF's policy prescriptions and stringent conditions often come under fire for undermining the economic independence and political autonomy of the countries of the Global South. The conditions attached to IMF loans, such as austerity measures, privatization, and deregulation, have been blamed for deepening poverty and inequality. So, the proposition of reforming the IMF to better meet the needs of the world's diverse economies is not just a novel idea, it's a necessity. Such reforms could include democratizing decision-making, introducing flexibility in conditionality, enhancing transparency and accountability, and shifting focus to capacity building. Today, the voting power within the IMF is disproportionately in favor of wealthier nations. A revision of the quota system that gives more voice to developing countries could foster policies more attuned to their needs. Implementing flexible, country-specific policy conditions that prioritize social spending and poverty reduction could mitigate the negative social impacts of IMF programs. Enhanced transparency of negotiations and accountability of decisions could build trust and ensure that the interests of the affected populations are considered. And a shift from austerity measures to supporting capacity building in key economic sectors could foster sustainable development and reduce dependency on external aid. In the wake of IMF's perceived inadequacies, the BRICS nations have taken significant strides towards creating alternative financial mechanisms. The new Development Bank and the Contingent Reserve Arrangement are prime examples of their efforts. These institutions aim to provide a more equitable financial order that emphasizes sustainable development, infrastructure investment, and mutual assistance among emerging economies and developing countries. The role of institutions like IMF in the global financial ecosystem is crucial, but it's time for a change. It's time for reforms that democratize decision-making, introduce flexibility and conditionality, enhance transparency and accountability, and focus on capacity building. It's also time to acknowledge and learn from the efforts of the BRICS nations in creating alternative financial institutions. The global economy is a diverse and dynamic entity, and it's high time our financial institutions reflect that diversity and dynamism. Please hit the like button if you agree with the contents of this video, and consider subscribing. For more on the emerging world of BRICS, visit bricstoday.com.